Hi everyone, my name is Jess and I'm a thriftaholic. Welcome to Thrifting is My Beach. This is part 2, maybe part 3 of my Thrift with Me in Illinois. I'm doing an overnight trip to try to get as much stuff as possible to resell because I'm having a baby in a month. So I'm trying to create a big money pile, and I came down to Jacksonville, Illinois to try. There's quite a few thrift stores down here. It's about 2 hours for me, and right now I'm at a thrift store I've never been to. It's called Matthew something. It's ran through a church, and they close in about an hour. So I'll have an hour to thrift, and then tomorrow I'll be hitting the bins. So I don't know how much footage I can get because this is a smaller store, but I'll try to have you come shop with me and see what we can find. So here I'm just going through the racks. The clothes were clean, but the brands were all over the place, lower end. Don't mind my running and screaming children. But, I mean, you can kind of see like old-fashioned bug, non-trendy pieces, unfortunately. And then the rest of the store had tons of books. The hard goods were pretty sad, but I do find something pretty cool here in a second. I knew as soon as I saw Wile E. Coyote that he was hard stuffed and vintage just by how he looked and his coloring. And then definitely when I picked him up, he is large, 33 inches, I believe, 37 if you include his ears, and he was only $5. I'm hoping to get about 100 to 150 for him. He is a pretty rare plush. Alright, so here we're now at the Goodwill in Jacksonville, Illinois. The other store that I just came through or went to, Matthew 24, was pretty small. It didn't take me that long to go through. I found a few things, not a whole lot, but let's go in this Goodwill and hopefully find some clothes. We have an hour and a half until they close. For once, there's no blurry music, so you get the sound effect of the hangers, full effect. And my kids are chasing a ghost in our house right now, so don't mind that. Again, better brands here than the last stop. Older styles, as you see. I do find some newer brands. As you can see, I'm about to freak out. That's actual Missoni, not Missoni for Target. I'd say based on style, it's probably 90s Y2K. It was $5. It's not the typical chevron zigzag that I think sells really well. I am verifying with the tags. And it's just like an acetate, very metallic cardigan. So then I keep flipping through, and they had really cute trendy pieces. But like I said, I try to sell things and make a profit of about $30. So these are lower end pieces, and $5 is kind of steep for a top. I pay that for a sweater, as I do find quite a few 90s sweaters that you'll see here. I don't know if I capture it on film actually, but right now you see a lot of mall brands. I find this New Tag Theories long sleeve shirt, it's pretty basic and it didn't retail for a whole lot. So for $5, I would send that into ThredUp and I would maybe double my money, so totally not worth it. Welcome to Thrifting is My Beach. My name is Jess, and I'm a thriftaholic. I need a fix, so here we are in Jacksonville, Illinois, going into the outlet store where everything is paid by the pound, 99 cents. Great price. Haven't been here for probably a year and a half. I haven't had the best of luck lately, so let's go in and see what we can find. shoes at Jacksonville bins are typically nasty. Today, typical nasty shoes. Those were damaged, otherwise I would have gotten them. Clear stripper heels tend to do decent. So as you can see here, generic or well-loved shoes. I do like that they band them together so it's less of a chore to find the meat. Sometimes they do get separated when people are digging, but I used to sell Skechers. However, I only flip them now for like $20-$25, so also like new tags I typically pass. I check out the condition. The creases in those shoes were too much for patent leather. Some Lulu heels, cute, but again, it doesn't. I think there was like some discoloration on the satin, and you can't really clean that very well. So for the low resale value, I passed. Those were interesting, but again, they hadn't heard of that brand, and they didn't feel like a quality shoe. Plus, I do have a hard time selling heels myself. I typically send them in to thread up. So I do well with clogs, however, not those. I have had luck once when they flipped out the bins one time where it was a gold mine. I found Freebirds, lots of Doc Martens, Air Jordans. Those are a nice style, but I believe those are a cheaper shoe. So out of looking through all of this, you would not believe, I found one pair of shoes, and they were just 90s lug sole shoes. Nothing special, but I should get maybe $40 for them. So I'm not giving up just because there's so many shoes. I still dig. I feel like I should be wearing gloves though. I thought those square-toed shoes were decent, but I decided to pass. I had to sadly show this needlepoint comforter. Gorgeous embroidery. I believe it is true vintage. Sadly, I'm assuming those are blood stains. Like, they were all over. All right, you guys, that was a disappointment. I was at the bins for 2 hours, and a lot of it, as you could see, was just trash. I was there for 2 new rotations, 1 rotation of purses, which I got a few. I'll show in my haul. Nothing major. And then they switched out metal, which I typically don't look in the metal salvage. And I actually found a robot vacuum. It's not iRobot, but it's like a spin-off. And I'll probably just keep it because we only have one and we have more than one floor in our house. So that was like pretty much it. So last night I was at the Goodwill store here in Jacksonville for almost 2 hours, well, okay, an hour and a half, and I only got through like 5 rows of clothing, and I found $80 worth of stuff. So I'm back here and I'm ready to shop on the rack. My baby bump is so big, it was hard for me to bend over in the bins comfortably, and it was hard for me to dig, and I'm just so tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. So here we are at the Goodwill store. Let's see if we can find some more Missoni. I believe that was my first time finding a J. Crew schoolboy blazer. Maybe I've sold it one other time, but they sell, I think that one style I can get about $50 for. And don't mind my cat. I do well with faux fur vests, but like I said, I think it was at least $5. So I'm just quickly flipping through, showing you all the mall brands, Kohl's. There's a lot of Talbots. That was White House. Was that White House Black Market? Yeah, but it was plain. I like sending in more unique pieces to thread up. Plus, I don't like spending much money on my stuff when I send it into thread up because it's a risk if it doesn't sell. Then I have to reclaim it. My cat is very needy. She doesn't like it. She can't sit in my lap anymore because my baby bump is too big. I have that very similar one that I sent in that was pink. It didn't sell and I resent it. So here, surprise, surprise, you wouldn't know by looking at this style, but that's Free People. I had to really squint because, you know, Poof replicates their tag. That was cute, but again, I don't sell loft hardly really ever. Just because and I still have my morning voice. I'm still pretty groggy. Apologies, but I'm sure you're tired of listening to that music, so I figured you also have to hear my voice now. But there's the blazers. I typically like to go through them because they're more substantial piece. I did closely go through all the shoes. I didn't really find a whole lot. I think I picked up maybe one pair, and nothing's really standing out to me. The prices were decent for shoes. They were not overpriced. So I saw that logo, looked closer, Vince Camuto. They were a very nice pair of leather boots. And for $6, I went ahead and I did get those. Spoiler alert, they price very well on ThredUp. I recently sold a bag there and made good profits, which I'll discuss later in my haul. Alright, so it's the next day. I am home. Let's get started. I'm going to be covering not only the bins, but the other stores in Jacksonville as well. So I went to the Goodwill outlet. The whole time on my trip, I was only there for 2 hours. As you could see from the Thrift with me, it was trash. They were flipping rows and bins pretty frequent compared to previous times I have been there, but it was not good. There were quite a few other resellers there that I hadn't really noticed before. It is still 99 cents a pound, but let's get started. I'm going to tell you, we'll start with the bins, and then I will move to each different thrift store. Okay, so let's just jump right in. And I didn't even go back through my cart before I checked out. I typically do. And I did not. So this is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a sage green and pale pink, heavily beaded handbag. Little clutch. So cute. Very, very intricate. And has a metal zipper with a little pole. And looks like an acetate interior. I did not see any tags, like saying like what country. There's no branding, but I could easily get at least 30 for this. I'll do more research to see if I can find the designer, but look at the detail. Just gorgeous. I was there for a rotation of purses, and tons of the purses, as you saw, were like suitcases, reusable bags, just not things I could resell. The next was actually the first item I think I picked up. It was in the toy section, which is odd, but I do well selling a Ming Wang. It's like a tight knit. It feels almost like, well, not quite, but it's sold where? I don't know. Nordstrom maybe? But these sell pretty well for me, between $40 and $60 depending on the style and size. So this one is a petite extra small, so I'm guessing more like 40. But nice color, nice pattern. That's it. Those are just my reusable bags. Okay, and I think I have this one IKEA bag, and it's not even super stuffed. And I may have some personal stuff mixed in here. Here is a mistake because I did not go back to my cart to check for flaws. As I was putting this in my cart, this is a vintage Columbia cool belt. I liked the conches. They had like a fishing basket, a rod and reel, or like the fishing pole, bait. So, I mean, I guess I'll still sell it, but do you see it separated? So I have glue. I will clamp it and I will just note the flaw that it's been repaired, but it's a men's size 36. Yeah, so if you're a fisherman or woman, I mean, it could be unisex, so. But yeah, that was kind of a mistake. I'll probably ask 20. These are for my daughter's room. I haven't even started on the nursery. Yes, I know. I'm due in a month and I haven't even started. Now I'm starting to have like bad dreams because I am totally not prepared. It's our 4th kid, granted, you know, not the first rodeo. Okay, this is Lucky Brand. I typically pass, but I'm going to send this into ThredUp. It is Lucky Brand 3X. So I will max the price. And just a cute little bohemian top with like crochet lace detail. So toss that over there. I got this pillow. It's a memory foam pillow, but lately I've been having headaches with the way that I sleep. And it's because I'm really pregnant and I can only sleep on my side. And I've tried pregnancy pillows. I got a pregnancy pillow, as you saw from the Thrift with me. I used it already and it was super hot. It's like polyester filled and a lot of my pillows are like memory foam bamboo filled. And oh gosh, I may actually redonate this. It smells like smoke. See, that's the one drawback when you're in the Thrift is you have to, well, where I'm at, you have to wear a face mask. And here in Illinois, they still mandate face masks. And poopity poop. Here's the inside. So it's like high quality, but yeah, it reeks. That's really sad. I mean, I guess I could try to air it out, but I'll most likely redonate that because I can't stand the smell of smoke. All right, well, that was so much for that. Okay, this piece I got based off of Style. Brand I hadn't heard of before, Millmart, but it is a wool blend poncho. It's chunky. It's 100%. And I think it's like an artisan brand. It is hooded. It's like a wine red color with an Aztec pattern. Okay, that one doesn't smell, thank goodness. I do not wash my wool items. I was gonna make a video specifically about this, but I took a poll on Instagram stories about who washes their clothes before they resell them. And I think only a quarter of you said that you wash your clothes. I only wash items if they are dirty or if they have an odor. Most of the items I resell are vintage, so keep in mind a lot of it's dry clean only or they're delicate fabrics. I don't even steam it unless it's wrinkled because it's time and time is money. Each business model is different for everybody, so you do you, but I'm just telling you, and the statistics, I think about 130 people took the poll, so a decent amount. I feel like that's somewhat accurate, but nice, cool Aztec pattern on this poncho, and it's got some wood button closures in the front, like 2 of them. Yeah, so nice piece. This probably weighed almost 3 pounds, I'm not gonna lie, but again, it's $1 a pound, so $3. The linens department was so sad. You guys saw how much was there, and they must have been set out for a while. I dug and dug and I tried, but I think this is one of the few pieces I got. Really neat. It feels like wool. Very detailed work. This looks hand done. It's a table runner. This would be really pretty for fall. Great condition. I do see a little bit of color bleed right there, but overall, it's like super itchy. It feels like 100% wool. This next piece, very unique. Like I said, I always look for the unique pieces. This is a very deep safari purse with bamboo trim. It's got lions and tigers, leopards, a zebra, African themed. The closure is Velcro, or I guess you have to call it iron loop, although technically that's not a loop. But you open it up, and I didn't closely inspect it. It has a little bit of damage here, so I will have to use some super glue. If you're a reseller, I highly suggest investing in a high quality super glue and some clamps of different sizes. So it is fabric lined, and it says made in India, but it has a matching attached mini bag, like for either your lip gloss or your coins. I'm guessing it's a coin pouch. So just a unique combination. And I will list this for a decent amount. I'll do a little bit of research, but because it's a two-piece, I'm going to shoot for like $60. If it changes, I'll let you guys know up in the corner. I will show you one of these. I got two of them. They came out in the new row of purses, but I absolutely love this retro print. These are reproductions, but I think, was it Clinique made a line? I don't remember the artist for them, but reproduction of these. Love the colors and the print. They are new with tags from a website called Talking Out of Turn. I did look them up, and I couldn't remember what they retail for. They're not expensive, like they're affordable, but they are really quality. Has a detachable strap and Velcro straps. Haven't even opened them up yet, but I got two of them. Yeah, it's like a waterproof liner inside, so these would be great for like a picnic or going to a kid's game and you need to have the snacks and drinks. So I got two of them. I don't know if I'll sell them together or separate. I definitely don't need them myself, so they are up for sale. This next piece I actually got for myself. They brought out a new row of metal and old electronics. So this was just sitting there. This is a Chi Orbit. It's a hairstyling wand. Could not find a plug to test it, but this probably weighed less than $1. And I've never owned a hair wand. The last time I tried curling my hair, I did it wrong apparently, because you could see the crease where I tried curling it. So the only thing is I have very long hair and these are very small. This can resell for like 20 to 30 depending on which model it is. I will also insert a picture sorry, I'll also insert a picture of a robot vacuum. It's not brand new. It was lightly used, but it has the charger and all the pieces. It was in the original box, I believe, and I can't remember, it probably weighed like 4 pounds, so I paid $4 for it. And I can either part it out or I may just keep it for us, because we only have one and we have a 2-story house. So technically 3 if you count the partially finished basement, but excuse me. So yeah, this next piece is very funky. Got it because it was funky, but it is a vegan leather. It's actually for a costume, but it's quality made and it does need sprayed. Yeah, they were a smoker, of course. Just my luck. Charades. It's like a more of a quality costume brand. It is a large adult. It is simply polyurethane, but whenever I find polyurethane, I always check for cracking, because once there's cracking, it'll peel, and I will not sell it. There are a few like faint scratches, but it's a long coat with the zebra print. I figured this would be so good for like cosplay, whatever. For like a pimp's party, a lot of cool things it could be used for. And it's a quality piece. I mean, somebody who just likes zebra print, you know, could wear it and rock it. So, and then these, I had heard of April Cornell before, but I only found 3 of them, sadly. I was hoping to find the 4th, never did. April Cornell for Danica. I looked them up, they looked vintage. Probably get like 25 for them. I was trying to not go crazy at the bins. That could also be why I didn't find much. Before, my business model was different. Now I hope to sell an item for at least 30. So that's probably also why I didn't find a whole lot. This will go straight to thread up. It is a simple Eileen Fisher knit sleeveless tank. And it's a small. So it is a linen wool blend, however. So yeah, I am sending all of my Eileen Fisher straight to thread up. I'm tired of sitting on it, and it sells decent on there, typically the larger sizes, but I'm not going to say no at the bins. That cost me probably 50 cents. All right, that is all I got from the bins. I bought ourselves from a house, really high quality like rug for the door and the robot vacuum. So yeah, kind of disappointing, but you don't always win at the bins. I also went on a Thursday, and it was busy, like busy. So now we are going to move on to the Goodwill store in Jacksonville. It is massive. I do not suggest going to the front and going through their boutique section. They are marking up like pink, Under Armour, really ridiculous brands from like that were popular 10, 15 years ago, you know, and then you would see them out on the sales floor as regular price. So can't complain because the rest of the store I'll pay. Right. So like I said, I found a lot of 90s, including styles like this. Oversized. This was like a Henley sweater, cottage core, greeny core, I don't know. But it is a large, and it's an acrylic blend made in Taiwan, 80s, 90s. I'll probably list this one for 50 just because the design is a little bit more ornate. I typically list them for 40, but that one has a little bit more going on, so I'll list it for 50. Let's see. Oh, I got this. This was cute. This is simply Sag Harbor, but has a cute little teddy bear on it with some stars. That last sweater was $5. If I didn't tell you, I didn't look to see if it was half off. Green tags at this Goodwill were half off, but this was $5. Most of the items I got are $5, in case I forget to tell you. I love the colors on this. An acrylic blend. This has 5% wool in it, but this has like that cognac brown in it. Really pretty colors. What else did I get? Oh, this is so funny. Our neighbors have chickens. Definitely won't fit my neighbor, and it's not her style, but somebody who has their own chickens would totally wear this. It is cross stitch embroidered chickens on a denim shirt. Super cute. It's just on a Gitano. Does it have discoloration on the collar? Slight, yes. Slight. I don't think I'll wash that unless it's dirty somewhere else. That one was half off because I will not pay $5 for that one. But, because that I'll probably list for like $35. And that one was $2.50. I found another Athleta piece. I did find a few other Athleta pieces, but they're from like 2012. And I'm trying to stay away from the older styles. Unless it's maybe like a coat, and then I may consider it. But I think this is their older tag. I think this is from 2017. I'll look. But it's an open front cardigan. It's a classic gray. It's that soft stretchy jersey knit. It's a polyester modal blend. Yeah. Oh, this one's from 2016. So this one's even a little bit older, but I liked the detail. It's got the V-neck back with a strap. So, yeah. And it was half off too, so it was only $2.50. This next piece I really debated on. I did a quick Google Lens search and couldn't find anything, but it's a vintage latch hook completed wall tapestry of a Native American with a cornstalk. So it was not signed anywhere, but it is complete with the hanging rods, so it is ready to hang. I didn't see any yellowing. Sometimes on the older ones they'll use like tape and stuff, but this was actually stitched with the binding, so it is complete, well made piece. So yeah, I thought that was nice. I did pay $6 for it, but that's fine. Somebody will love it, and it was well made. The next piece was probably one of my more exciting finds. I've never found this designer brand before. Have you? I usually find the Missoni for Target and get disappointed, but this is legit Missoni. It's tacked on, it's made in Italy, it's got the tag here, it's probably Y2K style. It is really weird. It's acetate, polyester, and polyamide. It's got the ruffle trim ribs to my sheer, right? Okay, so then like a few feet down on the rack, I swear, is the matching tank, or maybe it's long sleeve that goes with it. It feels exactly the same. Sorry, I've got like a hair on my eyelash. Do you guys see that I'm not wearing my glasses? It's been a hot minute. So, oh, it's a turtleneck. Okay. There are no tags on the inside of this. However, it feels exactly like the same fabric. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm going to sell them together. The stitching looks the same. It's very high quality as far as the finishings on it. Let me see if this one's long sleeve. Yeah, this one's long sleeve. So I believe it's a sweater set. However, I'm sad because one of them does not have a tag, but I'm pretty sure they go together. Pretty sure. I'm going to sell them together. And just note that the turtleneck cannot be authenticated because it does not have any interior tags. But I'm confident that it is Missoni. So anyways, I paid $5 for the Missoni cardigan, and then I paid $5 for the turtleneck. So I'm $10 in, which is kind of steep because Missoni is typically known for their chevron zigzag pattern, and that is not it. So I may sit on that for a bit, but that's okay. This next piece is a Notorious thread up. It's Eliza J. However, it is new tags. They mark this up to 7. I think their dresses are typically 6, but it retails for $178. I will send it into thread up. It's a size 14, a great size. This I'm going to put in my expedited box. Perfect for Easter. It's a light blue with white lace overlay. Really pretty dress, so that will go to thread up. I just tossed it in a box. Gosh. Hopefully I don't get some kind of eye disease. You know. Let's see. I got this one based off of style. I typically don't buy modern Talbots. It kind of isn't the greatest to sell on thread up. At first, I found like new tags Talbots at the bins, and I was like so excited, and they didn't sell, and then I wouldn't make a whole lot on them each. So, but this is an extra small. It's a houndstooth plaid. I don't even know, but it's got the fringe. It's got a turtleneck, and it does not have sleeves. Like, it's a legit poncho. So I figured I took a chance at $5, but I will list this for $40, and I think it will sell. Hopefully this season. I do not like to sit on my things if they're modern for very long. So let's see. I went to the Goodwill 5 p.m. at night and they closed at 7. So I went back the second day I was in town. The first night I spent $78. And the second time, I'll let you know. I haven't come across my receipt. All right. Classic Wilson's leather jacket. I get paid out like $60 each for these. They sell for around $100. I paid $5 for this one on ThredUp. Just nice classic style, nothing fancy, nothing special about it. My first time finding J. Crew Schoolboy blazer. I love the color and the houndstooth. Yeah, wool, it's a size 8, $5. People were selling them all over the place. Of course, there's auctions and they don't sell for as much, but then they sell for like $50 other times. So all it's for around $50, depending on the size and the pattern. But that one has a pattern versus one that would be a solid color. Don't think would sell for as much. Here's a vintage Bolo brand Pioneer wear. This should sell for about $50. And I believe this is dead stock. Still has the paper tag on the inside. It's genuine lambskin, so I may be able to sell it for more than $50. I will do my research, but I paid $5 for it. It's just like a Western style cog neck, brown, with a little yoke. Sorry, I get one of those fuzzy sweaters like stuck to my lip gloss. That's gross. This one, totally, you would not guess. Okay, can you guys guess the brand? It's like a satin pink paisley. No? Okay, me neither. Free People. It is an extra small. It's oversized. It's like a long line blazer. Unstructured. Gorgeous color. It was $5. Trying to look and see if there's a year on it because it doesn't look super modern. No. I don't even see a style name on it. Okay, well, this next one I debated on, but I hardly found any vintage that was like older than the 90s, so I went ahead and splurged and spent a whole $7 on it. It does have shoulder pads. However, I like the cinching in the waist. It almost looks like there's a corset belt on it. It's like a dark floral cottagecore dress. There is smocking in the back. It is midi to maxi length. Has a rear zipper. There's some smocking in the back, so it should fit. There's not stretch to the fabric. It feels like a polyester or maybe cotton, but there is stretching to the waist. So it's got like brass toned buttons. So I'll probably list that one for like 50 or 60. My first time finding Wilfred Ritzia. It is an extra small. I just noticed that. All right, but I paid $5. I'm hoping to get like 30. It should bring traffic to my store because it's like a modern brand. Most of the clothes in my closet now are vintage, so we are about ready to move on to the last thrift store. Oh, I'm sorry, I got one other bag from Goodwill. Like I said, I went there twice. I found a lot of like these kind of styles. So this is 90s Talbots. There's hearts on this, so I need to get this listed ASAP. Hopefully it sells for Valentine's. It is a large, and it is a, it doesn't say. It feels like acrylic. It is, ooh, 100% wool. Okay, so yeah, we all list this one for like 50 based off material content. Bring out my bag. Found a cottagecore Ranny cotton cardigan. I sell these all day long. This one's a larger size, so it should sell pretty quick. It's a large, but it's large. Yeah, Rami Cotton by DBL. Brand doesn't really matter. But trying to speed this up for you guys. I got this based off of style. I do really well with patchwork. And this is like multicolor patchwork. It's very trendy right now as far as streetwear. And it's by Orbis. And it's a size 18, so it's got a lot going for it. And I paid $5 for it. But just nice. It's like quilt-like patchwork. That's an old receipt. We got one more bag from this location, and then we will switch it over to the last thrift store that I went to, and I was not there super long because it is a smaller place, but I will show you what I got. Here's this just gave me Easter vibes. It's like Fair Isle Pastel Easter. It's by Northern Reflections, probably 90s, early 2000s. It's a Rami cotton blend. Good condition. It didn't really look worn or washed. This one I got because it just was so funky, and I think it's silk. It's by Chateaus. I think this is 90s, 100% silk. The colors are just amazing. It is a long line. Actually, I think it might be a dress. But loved the print, the floral print on it. The colors, it's just very, it's awesome. I think I paid $5 for that. Here's a multicolor knit sweater, chunky, probably 80s. Interesting zigzag pattern there, zigzag pattern on the bottom. It's got a little collar. It is by a brand called Messages. It is an extra large. It's 98% acrylic and 2% wool. So this is massive. This is very, very boxy. This may actually be men's because of the collar and the size. And if it is, I'll probably list it for $45. My men's sweaters sell for more than my women's. This one is a modern piece. It is a bolo. So pay attention if you've zoned out a little bit. This is not just Harry Potter, but it's Universal Studios, which makes it the bolo. So do you see right here, it says Universal Studios. Obviously, this is an exclusive sold there. It also underneath says made in Scotland. This is wool, and it is Harry Potter sweater. It is like new condition. It's kind of itchy, in my opinion. You want to wear an undershirt. I'm sorry, it's 90% wool, 10% silk. And it is a small, but yeah, these resell. The one with the H seemed to be less saturated on eBay, between like $80 and $110. So great score, nice pickup. And this was actually half off, so I only paid $2.50. Two more pieces, and then we'll move on to our last thrift stop. So again, another, oh no, this is Soft Surroundings. I do well on thread up, so I'm just going to send this straight into there. It's got this drapey crossover asymmetric hem. It's like a tunic sweater. Does well. I'm going to send that in my expedited box because I need to get all my sweaters in before it warms up too much. And then I found another Ming Wang cardigan. They all are like similar styles. This one is a petite large. I sell petites fine. I'll sell this one myself. This one will probably sell 40, 50, maybe 40, just because it's kind of more basic, but that was $5. Okay, so now I'm switching gears, and I am going to show you the last items I got from this thrift store. That's a church thrift store. It's called Matthew 24. It's in a smaller building, so it's very, very condensed. I think that was my only complaint as a shopper, is that the racks were pretty tight. They they sold a lot of clean items. Like I didn't see stained or really worn items, but they put out everything. So there was a lot of not great things, but you'll get that, you know, you'll get that. And the prices were lower than the other thrift stores I've been to. So that was one plus. The staff was very friendly. I was there for like the last hour and a half that they were open. So I got a few pieces of vintage linens. This was $3, and it's that waffle weave nylon binding blanket. Sell these all day long. So the next one I was a little bit more excited about because I don't find these very often. I'm trying to find the tag, but it's very heavy. It's a cotton textured blanket with the fringe trim. I'm blanking now on what these are called. It's not chenille. It's, I can't remember, but it is 100% cotton, made in the USA. Oh, it's Crown Craft. And it's actually 1989, so it's 80s. This is an off-white, like a beige color with a, is it like a medallion? I can't tell. It's a decent size. And I did pay $7 for it, but I'm totally okay with that. It's funny because I checked out and I paid like $30 for everything, and it filled my cart because of the blankets. And she's like, and after I like went to swipe my card, she's like, I hate to tell you this, but tomorrow you can fill your cart for $5. And I could have went like the next day, and I was like, oh. But I'd already had everything together, and unless I'd hold my cart overnight, like it just wouldn't make sense for me to do that. So, but I thought it was funny that she told me. Okay, I got more items there, so give me a second, because I got Wile E. Coyote. He's like 4 feet tall, and I bought a few other items, so let me come right back and show you. Hopefully I can find those bags. Oh, they're by the piano. Hold on one second. Okay, so I forget who it was. I'll have to go back and look, but thank you for commenting on my blankets video about this Bolo brand for linens, because I was not aware, and I found a piece that should sell between $25 and $30 for a simple pillow sham, and it is Simply Shabby Chic. Keep your eye open for that brand if you find anything, because that's great. That cost me probably 50 cents. This is actually for myself. I love ponchos, like wraps. Look at the colors. It's like a Sherpa, and it's got like a little bit of like a fringe yarn trim. It is slightly matted, and it is from probably just some cheap brand, Zoe and Bella, but I figured it's like a wraparound. It's very cozy. I like wearing these around the house, and I can wear them out as well. So not like me in my robe, right? If you see my other videos, you know, I'll record in my robe. I don't care. But I did feel like putting myself together a little bit today, just because I haven't worn makeup in a long time. Really pretty cardigan. It is a 1X, and it is 100% wool. I have not heard of snowflake. It just says woman, but got this based off of Style. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. Probably list it for $60. I'll do more research, but because of the wool, I will list that up more. Here is a chunky, thick cardigan. I'll probably have to end up sitting on this till fall. It is 90s LL Bean. It's an extra large, but it's 68% wool, cotton, and then 13% silk. Gorgeous colors. The buttons are like brown mother of pearl almost. They got sheen on them. So yeah, just a nice chunky cardigan. That thing probably weighs close to 2 pounds. Okay, these I put back, and then I got again because I just appreciated the knitter who made these. And it took me a second to figure out what they were, but I just don't think they're finished. So I got a bag of like 10 of these, and they're all different colors of blue, but I'm pretty sure they're balloons, and they just never finished them. So I'm going, and this didn't even weigh, like I probably paid 75 cents. So I'm going to sell them for like $30. And somebody can finish the craft and make like a bunch of balloons. I thought this would be really cute for like a boy's nursery. You know? So couldn't leave them behind. Really couldn't. I also found a 90s Bulls, like Chicago Bulls blanket, and we actually have the same one. Ours might be a little bit bigger. It's like the acrylic, and I got it, sent a picture of it to my husband. He's like, no way, but it was in slightly worse condition than ours. My husband has had his obviously since his childhood, and it only resells. People are asking like $30, and so I figured I wasn't going to get it. And a lady came up to me because she saw it in my car. I hadn't put it back yet, and her 2 boys were with her. They're probably in junior high, and she's like, oh, my sons love the Bulls. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I told her, you know, how my husband had the blanket, and so I asked her if she wanted it. She was so excited. She was like, oh, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? But then I went to check out, and I saw it was like over a Gaylord. So there was like a flaw on the trim, and it was pilly. So, or maybe her kids just weren't that into it, but hey, I can be nice and share at the bins if I want. On occasion, I got this one for ThredUp as well. It's a nice textured light green Calvin Klein dress, but this one is new with tags. So it's a 16 as well, which is great. 16W. As you can see, it was completely marked down to $25. You need to take all of these sale tags off. Use a hairdryer, whatever you want. Oh, that was easy. It peeled right off. Now they will never know, and they will retail this for $100 and some. I will max the price out. It is new with tags, and it's a size 16. And fingers crossed it sells, because I do not want to have to pay $6 to reclaim it. So so that is what I got from, oh no, it's not. I'm not done. This needs bleached, but it's a legit Bud Light white sweatshirt. Here is the tag, made in USA. It's an extra large. It is dingy, and it has some stains, but since it's a screen print, as you can see, like even the letters are cracking, but since it's a screen print, I can bleach it, like you can see. And I could probably sell it as is, but I feel like it would really stand out if I took the step and bleached it. Yeah, because there's like stains on the front, like looks like coffee stains. So what else do we have? Yeah, I forgot I had this whole other bag. Finishing up from items I found at the Goodwill in Jacksonville. I picked these solely up for ThredUp. These are Vince Camuto, not Vince, but Vince Camuto. These are very nice quality, very soft leather tall boots with an interesting stitching pattern on the back. There's the soles. I did pay $6 for these. ThredUp prices Vince Camuto so high. I made almost $90 on a Vince Camuto crossbody purse. Completely shocked. I posted on Instagram, and so many people like commented and just like could not believe it. But Darylyn, Purple Boutique, told me that, I think it's the Purple Boutique. I'm always second guessing myself when I shout out to people. Told me about it, and she is right. So really pretty boots. Again, I'm putting that in the expedited box. Don't worry, I do go through and like clean things and take the tags off, but gotta put it somewhere. So this one I paid $2.50 for. It's a 90s highly embroidered denim jacket. These do well. Very artsy. By units, it's an extra large, which is great. You should see this mound in front of me. It's like 6 feet wide and 3 feet tall. I am not very organized. Once I record this, I will process my clothing and get it out of the way so it's not in our living room. I absolutely love this very romantic styled robe. It is a velour burgundy, like wine red, but check out this collar. The collar is what got it for me. I would have left it if it didn't have this collar. It's got the ruffle satin trim with the lace. It's by Selu. It's a large. And it's made in the USA. $5? No. Yep, $5. And this is full length. Has the original sash, which is great. And then this is also a robe. I could totally see somebody in the city wearing this as a duster and totally rocking it. It's a very pale blue and yellow and pink floral pattern. Quilted. I mean, this has a lot of very trendy things going for it. And this is full length. So, love this. Love this. And that was $5. So, like I said, I spent... I'll do the math and put up in the corner how much I spent in 25 hours. So total, I shopped for 11 hours. And I'm regretting it. I came home yesterday and tried to take a nap. I overdid it. So, yeah. At the bins, I spent a whopping 70. Oh, that's not right. No. Okay, so it was $70, but I had partial cash. Wait, where is this? Oh, no, take that back. This is at the store, not the bins. The bins, I hardly spent anything, like maybe 40 or 50 bucks. But I will put my grand total over here of what I spent. So I hope you guys enjoyed the thrift with me in combination with this massive haul. I apologize, these videos are going to be so long, but I hope you enjoyed. I changed up the format a little bit, kind of showed you more so what's in the store and giving you a time frame of it doesn't just take me like 30 minutes in the store. I spend hours in the store, as I'm sure you are too. Like, that's just the reality of being a reseller. So hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment and share. Subscribe if you are not and you like my reseller content, and have a great day. Bye everyone.